the center of federal power in Athlone instead of being over here in Dublin, where it's easier access or more equal access to everybody in the country itself. But the new government structures would create provincial parliaments, okay, would have their own constitution and their own, laws and stuff that are local. The people that would fill these parliaments would be people that are indigenous to that, to that area, would know the economics and the cultural values and that are distinct in these certain areas.
They'd have a better understanding of the lay of the area. That's where they come from, and they'd be more held to account because that's where they come from.
And then you have your, your regional boards and your district boards that go right down into the communities. It's very similar to what we have here with town councils and so on. And what this ensures is that every citizen has a voice in the governing of their areas, in their government, which is something that's pretty much non-existent right here. The way the government is set up now, it's a unitary state with centralized power in Dublin. So you look at the west of Ireland, that's always,
deprived,
underdeveloped and deprived for years, remains that way. And here's what they do to their idea of developing it is to take this land away, for like using the cowboys example, is take the land away from the people, the working people that have worked all their lives and depend on these lands to supplement their income. And it's been that way for years. And there's little regard, as Mag said, towards their welfare and their livelihoods, And and they have no way to fight it because they don't have the resources and money. They have to go all the way to Dublin to be able to do that and fight.
And that would bankrupt
centralized, and that would bankrupt. They're better off just buying the land, like Mag said. But if they had a provincial parliament, they would they had easier access to resolution, dealing with a provincial parliament than they would going all the way to Dublin, So the third fundamental principle would be the separation of church and state, which would create pluralism in Ireland. And right now you have the way it's presented in the media is a Protestant Catholic fight, which it's far from that.
Yeah.
But by separating church and state, you would have your different religions, whatever, all throughout 32 County Ireland. And the fourth fundamental principle would be an independent judiciary, which would guard the Constitution, which would be formed by the Constituent Assembly also, kind of what we have here. And they would be the guardians of the Constitution. So this is kind of a very general discussion about Aranua and what Aranua proposes. But for more information and for people that want to support Aranua, the first thing you have to do is become informed and become knowledgeable about
familiar
Aranua.
with it. And
we have a wealth of information, on the website at www.irishfreedom.net. And you can go to the Aranua campaign, or you can email myself as the national coordinator for the Aranua Denial Repeal campaign at Aranua Visa, all one word, at freedom.net. That's my email address if you have any questions or want to get involved in the campaign itself. But there is a wealth of information.
And I believe even Nola Gagara, who's a former president of the Gaelic League, noted author, journalist, a few months ago, he said on Radio Fair that one of the most important things that the Irish-American community should involve itself in at this moment is getting a visa for Roy Brady, and to get if only for the book that has recently been released, but for in the importance of free speech. There's no reason why anybody should be not getting behind this.
Even if if you believe in Aranua or you don't believe in Aranua or you don't know about it and you want to know about it, just for the sole fact that there's foreign governments that are getting involved and dictating what our rights are to information. Any American in any type of organization or just believes in their rights and wants to stand up for them should be involved in this campaign. And we have we have a petition also that's on there that people can download and get signatures and so on for it to show your support. But one of the things that we've done here, as far as the both campaigns, the visa denial and the Aranua, which pretty much go, hand in hand, is letter writing. And I cannot put enough emphasis, Pat, on letter writing. We've all had a lot of letters published in various papers. Now, we have supporters out there in different parts of the country. And what's important is, if you're getting involved in this campaign, is to get known in your local area, as the go-to person for this campaign. And the way that we've done it here is to write letters to the editorial sections and the letters to the editor sections, and you get your name known with the media.
And this wouldn't just be ethnically Irish-based American newspapers. We're talking about your daily paper, your state paper, your local paper.
Your local paper. And then what we did was we formed a relationship with the local congressman here, in our area, which would be Congressman Pallone, and I went down to his office and I got to know the aides down there, and that's very, very important, in forming a relationship there, because a lot of times you won't find the congressmen themselves. But, I bring down copies of Saoirse. We plan on dropping off the book, The Life and Politics of an Irish Revolutionary by Rory O'Brady, the biography. We're going to drop that off there also. So I'm always in touch about the progress of the campaign with my congressman here and writing letters. And one of the other things that we do here is we frequent a lot of the Irish events, and passing out Saoirse and passing out the pamphlets, the literature on Éire Nua, which can be found and downloaded in PDF format on www.irishfreedom.net.
And that's an easy PDF or easy printout.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you can just print it right out, and you can double copy it on each side, or take it to your local printer and just make some copies of them to pass them out at these Irish events. And this is what has helped us here to become known on the supporters of Éire Nua and the visa denial campaign here in the United States.
Just trying to get the word out. Yeah.
Plus this video series that we've done has also helped a whole lot. And we thank all the viewers that come on, and we
leave comments
and leave the comments, because we do need help. We're always trying to better this and to bring the information out to the public on what's going on. So we also
we want your comments on this and your suggestions and your help.
Absolutely, and we also want the involvement too. We want people to email questions in, and the email address is Free-Form. That's FREEFORUM @irishfreedom.net, and you can email in questions on any of the topics that we talk about, and they will be answered on the next taping. Unfortunately, we don't have the resources, to go live right now, but as we go, that's something in the future where we might go live with this show, where we can take phone calls and so on, and that's in the future. But as far as any support goes, like Pat said, you have to be knowledgeable, on the topic itself, which is Éire Nua and the visa denial campaign, and there's a wealth of information on the website to do so.
Yes.
As far as
coming up now, also this week we have the dinner coming up.
Oh, that's right. The Michael Flannery Testimonial Awards dinner is coming up on the 26th of January. Right?
And although this might be out before the dinner or after the dinner, would it be out by?
What's that?
This video, this segment.
This will be before, yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to say congratulations to the honorees of this year, which are Michael Skeen, who'll be receiving the Michael Flannery Spirit of Freedom Award. Kathleen Montague is receiving the Sister Sarah Clark Human Rights Award, and Patsy O'Brady, who'll be receiving the Pearl Flannery Humanities Award.
Right.
So we just wanted to make sure before, because I think we're running low on time here, that we wanted to get the thank yous out to those honorees and to wish them and their families the best of luck for the new year.
Yeah. And there still is tickets available, I believe, for the dinner.
I'd say a handful of tickets.
A handful of tickets, and it's at the World Astoria Manor over in Astoria. But for more information, you can go to the website again, www.irishfreedom.net. And one thing I'd like to add, Pat, with the video series, what we plan on doing also is, like, every third segment is to be able to get involved with Éire Nua and to open up discussion on Éire Nua. And we're going to start off with the origins, the people involved, and we're going to make comparisons and stuff against.
Yeah, this was just a general discussion, but in the future, the segments will be going in depth in different aspects of the alternative, which is Éire Nua.
Absolutely, and let's not forget about the Cower Monthly Sustainer. Again, the families do need our support, financially. It's very important, and they also need moral support. We like to see more people get involved in the campaign here in the United States and all of our campaigns.
And like you said earlier, just use the site, become familiar with the different aspects of what is going on now, and the different aspects of the programs of the NIFC, and that's what we want, people to become more familiar and knowledgeable about what is going on today.
Absolutely. Well, Pat, I think we're going to wrap it up for this one here. Thank you again for tuning in, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks. Thank you.